Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new project. I was not going to make this album, but I figured I might as well. I did a design video on this project, and I figured since I had it all designed and I had the paper out, I might as well put it together. So that is what I am doing. This is Stamperia Arctic Antarctic, and I did check, it is still available. Scrap and Create has it on their website, and I will link it down below. So, if you saw the video, you kind of know where we're going with this, but let us get going. Set that aside, and let me set that aside. You're going to need 4 base pages. For that, you will need 8 pieces that are 6 by 8. Score along one long side at 1/2 inch. And put your tape, trim your corners, etc., etc. Okay, and then you are going to put these face to face with tabs on opposite sides. And you're going to need 4 of these. Okay. I'm trying to keep things on screen a bit, but I can't really see it, so your guess is as good as mine if that was lined up or not. That's pretty good. Go. Okay, so there is our base page. And for page 1, and you know what, I wonder, I think I will use Vintage Photo to ink because I have more of it than anything else. So you can see, I don't have all the mats cut, but I do have quite a few. Go on there. And there. Okay. So this pocket is 9 by 3 1/8. You could adjust it. I just wanted to make sure I could fit this mat on it. And then it's scored at 1/2 inch and corner stripped. Okay, and I might as well just glue this down while I have it. And let me grab a baby wipe. Oh, you know what? I may be out. I'm not out. I have tons of them, but here we are. The package I've been using is almost empty, and I just ordered a couple more packages, so, but they're sitting in a box downstairs, so I haven't unpacked it yet. I use CVS brand. I've always used them. They work fine. I never have any lint or anything like that. I know a lot of people like the Costco brand. I don't have a Costco near me, so go. Now this is going to be a horizontal book, so our openings are at either end here, and this pocket is going to go on the bottom. Oh, you know what? I probably should have put a magnet on the front of this pocket. Oh well, too late now. I'll figure out something else, or I just won't use it. I don't usually map before I assemble, so that threw me off. You guys put a magnet. If I have to, I can always go back and add one somewhere in this area where there's not much design and cover it. You know what? I didn't even test fit this, but it's fine. I actually have another project that I'm meant to be working on, so I'm kind of rushing this one a little bit. I like these little 6-inch flexible metal rulers for burnishing inside pockets. It works really well. Okay. And then this flap is going to go here, and it's going to have that on it. And I can put that mat, because even though I'm going to put magnets, most likely they're going to go on the inside. So this is where the tab is, so that's the top. That's the top. I figure out the easiest way to see what I'm doing here. I think I got that down very straight. Oh, that's okay. That is going to go here. Okay. Nice, and I don't have any other mats picked for this. And we shall see. Might not even need a magnet because it's such a large flap. It may just, once I get another mat here, it'll probably just weigh itself down. Okay, now on the back side of this, we're going to do a belly band. And that belly band is 2.5 by 6.5, and then this is from the wolf page. There's a wolf over here that we're doing on a flap on the next page, and this one, I would say cut that mat first. You'll see it in a minute. That's going to go there. And let me check this forfeit. Yeah. This vintage photo is a good color for this collection, I would say. Use that. Oops. I think the walnut stain would be a little dark and a little brown. Okay. And this is 8. Right? Turn it upside down, actually. So I want to center this on 4 because it's 8 inches. And this is, I say 2.5, right? 2.5. So I need 1.25 on either side of 4. So that's at 5.25. It doesn't have to be exact, but yeah. Keeps wanting to move on me. Go. You can eyeball it if you want. There we go. And this says navy blue cardstock. I didn't say. My next album, I will be using black. Honestly, I don't use black very often. I find it harsh. I've also found a lot of collections that you think have a lot of black in them don't. That the black is actually brown, dark brown. Okay, so there we go. On page. And the next one. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, so this is the flap that is facing there. Okay. And then I need another base page. So let me do that. Okay, and this is going to go on this side here. First. And so don't forget, I'm going to put the magnet. So I have had an interesting week. I woke up, today's Saturday, and I woke up on Wednesday morning, crack of dawn, before dawn I get up, and went downstairs to get my breakfast, and I had no water. I was like, what? I picked up my phone, and sure enough, I had a emergency notification. There had been a giant water main break right down the street. But because it's so ancient, the piping, they had to shut off water basically to the whole town and then some. I mean, it would have affected me anyway because it was right down the street, but I'm just going to put that there. Anyway, so we didn't have any water, but they got the water back on. Well, it actually went out sometime the night before. By the time they got it back on, and all that. I need a piece. I need something to tell me what I'm doing here. I'm just going to use that. But we had to boil water, 72-hour boil water. So that ended last night. And then, so that was a pain. I've mostly been just eating sandwiches because I just don't want to. They say you can wash your dishes, just not to drink it or cook with it. But I figure if I can't drink it and I can't cook with it, I don't really want it on my dishes either. So, anyway, so that's that. And then tonight into tomorrow, I know you guys are all getting a huge blizzard, so this is like not, or if you're in the Northeast, anyway, you're getting a huge blizzard. Our issues are small potatoes, but it never gets that cold here, of course. I'm in Florida, but we're going to have a hard freeze. So none of our houses have any insulation. So that means our pipes could freeze. Oh, it's just one thing after another. The last thing I need is frozen pipes. Okay, here we go. All right, so that's going to look like that. We'll pick out whatever later for there. This is going to go like that, right? And then we are going to have stacked pockets that are going to go this way. Okay, so let me just double check for fit. It's fine. I'll have all the measurements for these things in the cutting guide, but let me give you, this is 5.5 by 6.5. This is 3 3/4 by 6.5. And this flap we just did was 5 3/4 by 5.5. Okay, there's that. And I said that my next project was going to be black cardstock, but honestly, I don't know the order these are going to come out. You may have already even seen that project. I don't know. I'm doing this, and I'm doing Klimt, which is the one I'm doing in black, and then I have the new Lady Vagabond. All right, and this is getting stacked on top of this. I'm just putting that there, like that. And like that, okay. And then, there it is. I don't have any mats picked out for this. Anyway, so I have those two projects coming up, which are really the ones that are more important than this one. But we'll see. I don't know the order. And then I have a project that I'm doing for our Patreons. We do some exclusive projects over there. So I'm pretty busy at the moment. Okay, so that's going there. This is going there. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Okay, now, what do we got? Next. Oh, we have, hang on. Yes, okay, so. All right, we have those. We'll get to those, but I need another base page. Okay. Seems a little out of whack, but that's okay. All right, so we have 2 flaps, 4.5 by 8. Okay, and these are going on the 2 long edges. Okay. And we need magnets on this one, the top one, okay? And because this is 8 inches long, I'm going to do 4, 2 on the flap and then 2 on the base. Okay. What did I do with the other one? Anybody see it? Where did it go? I have no idea. It'll turn up. Don't get too big. There it is. I figured it was stuck to something. I've got some pages that have just flaps and no pockets. You know, if you feel like you want more, then certainly you should do that. Okay, so there is that. And I think what I'm going to do with these is put these on the inside of these flaps. I haven't picked anything out for the outside. And then I have this for there. I just think that looks really nice. So let me get these inked. Move that so you can see it a little bit. Okay. Oh, it's definitely crooked. That's what I get for trying to do it too far away from me. Okay. That. And this one is going to go there. I'll put this one down first. And then this one is going here. Okay, and then I don't have no mats for the outside of that. And, okay, so that, let me think. Okay, hang on. Okay, so this side is, oops. Okay, so this is the side with the stack pockets. I don't have mats for that. This is plain for now. I haven't picked anything. I don't know as I'm going to put anything. I may just mat it. And then here's our two flaps that we just did. And then on the page facing that, we are going to do two flaps that open this way. And I don't have anything for the mats for those, but I'm going to put the polar bears on the inside of those. But I'm going to need magnets too. So let's set aside the mat and we'll make the base page. Whoops, there you go. I think I cut my flaps the wrong size. I cut them the wrong size. I scored them on the wrong size. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I cut my flaps the wrong size, so I just went and cut a couple more. And my scoreboard. So these should be 5.5 by 5.5. And score one side at 1/2 inch. Okay, here we go. want them like that. So I need magnets on, or I think one magnet will do. It's two. Four magnets. Grab a scrap. Cool. And there we go. And the only other thing I have is this, because I haven't picked the mats for the smaller flaps yet. It's so cute. Sounds like somebody out in my parking lot. There we go. Okay. Is going to go like that, and that is going to go like that. And okay, am I missing one? No, there it is. Okay, so we have, yes, okay, so we have page 1, 2, 3 with the belly band, 4 with the pockets, 5 is plain at the moment and may stay that way. 6 has the vertical flaps, 7 has the horizontal flaps, and 8 is currently plain. All right. Let me go ahead and pick out as many of the mats that I have left to do as I can, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. And I have picked out mats. Oh, I do want to say I did end up cutting into, I had a second 12 by 12 and I ended up cutting into it. Partly because I cut a couple of mats wrong, and partly because I fully matted. So I will show you what I mean as I go along here. So for instance, here I'm using pattern paper, but you could easily just use craft or white or a combination, and you wouldn't have needed a second, second 12 by 12 collection. It would have been fine. So a lot of the places inside flaps where I'm using pattern paper, I would say just use, plain cardstock and you'll be fine. It'll look fine and you won't use as much paper. But since I had it, like I said, I messed up a couple of mats. I ended up cutting in. Now, most of these mats are from the 12 by 12, which we talked about. That was my plan going in, that's what I was going to do, and that is what I did. And, oops, there it is, my baby wipe. It's going in a pocket. I don't need to put too much glue in the pocket. Oops, there we go. Okay, so there is that, and I don't have a closure, but I don't think it needs it. It's fine. Okay, and then on this side, we already had that mat. This is actually from the 8 by 8. And I am going to put that in. I feel like I have my lights in a weird place. They're glaring in my eyes. Sorry, I'm whining today. Go. Cute. Okay, and then we have what have I got? This one. Okay. So this one, my original plan was to use this on the cover. But I actually ended up using it here, and I think I'm going to use something from the 12 by 12 on the cover. So cute. Okay, and this is from the 12 by 12. Almost, I think, just assume they're 12 by 12 unless I tell you otherwise. Although you can pretty much tell by the scale. But. Okay, there we go. And on the other side, of these. Now that's 12 by 12. Is that also? Yeah, okay, I think these are all 12 by 12. Yeah, I think they're all different sections of the same sheet. Ooh. Go. Okay, and then I have this one. Okay, so this one I'm just putting this here, and then I'm going to come back later, probably put a couple of cut aparts and maybe a photo mat or something like that. Okay, and here, I already glued these down because I kept losing them. This was the 8x8. We had already done this. And then what I did here is, this was actually the bottom of the 8x8, and this was the top. Like, this was up here, but I thought it looked better like this. So I already glued that one down. So that's that. And then this one is the one with the two flaps. And again, here you could put craft or something on the inside, so you don't have to cut into a second 12 by 12. But this is what I have. These are the mats I actually cut wrong the first time. I think there was another one I cut wrong too. Kind of distracted today. I think I accidentally ate something I'm allergic to, which fortunately I caught myself after only one bite, so just that kind of day. there is that. And then on the back, I have this, and then I have this envelope, and I will give you the dimensions on that. Put that on very straight. Okay, then I have the envelope. I used my envelope punch board, and I used an 8 3/4 inch by 8 3/4 inch square to make that. Okay, and I'm just going to leave it like this, but when later on when I come through and embellish this book, I will probably put a magnet and some sort of cut apart there. But for now I'm leaving it like that, and I'm only going to glue down 3 sides so that it is also a pocket as well as an envelope. And you know what, before I put that down, okay, just making sure I'm right side up. So I'm just putting glue on the 3 sides. That's a little more than I want right there. I'm putting it down a little bit on the page because it is going to be a pocket to make it a little easier to get things in and out of it. There. Okay. Those are our pages. And I've already made my cover. I have a whole video on how to make covers and hinges. Actually, 2, one for covers, one for hinges. But I have made mine. So we can go ahead and put our pages in the book. And I will have a cutting guide as well. And as always, don't put your pages all the way to the bottom of that hinge. You want to leave yourself, an 1/8 to a 16th, or a 16th to an 1/8. I'm leaving a little more than typically I do on this one, just because I have so many flaps and things that go right down into the spine. Okay. And this one. Just making sure I have pages where I want them. I have a tool right here. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. Oops. Did I? Yes. Okay. this, hang on. Yes, this goes like that. Just want to make sure. Just be careful with your flaps that you're actually putting these hinges, the fins for the hinge in the tube and not in one of your flaps. And lock things. Okay, and this one is going here. All right, I think that is enough for one day. Okay, so next time we'll finish up. I'm not going to do a whole lot of inserts and things on this one. So we will do our covers, we'll do our inside covers, and maybe a little embellishing. And then we'll be done. So, all right, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will have a link to the cutting guide down below. This is not a design project for Scrap and Create. However, I did check, and they had this in stock as of my recording of this. So I will go ahead and link the collections down there as well. And that is it. So I will see you next time. We'll finish this up. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.